And using my favorite needle, 27 gauge. Hi, thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Let's hang out a while. If you are returning, welcome back. What's up, fertility fam? We gotta do what? Let's get those babies, ladies. Drops fall and the beauty of it all. Good morning, fertility fam. How are you? It is the 1st of August. It's Thursday. I said I wasn't gonna vlog today, but you guys were calling my name. I'll make it a short vlog. That way I won't be crazy editing. I remembered to take my S-trace pill this morning. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. And I forgot to mention, I got a coloring book yesterday in the shop at the Botanical Garden. I'll show you guys tonight. For those of you who have been here a while, you know I love my coloring books. It helps put me in a meditative state and relaxing and creative. And when I was there and I did the little artwork at the garden for the Marks exhibit, it reminded me of that coloring does all that for me. And so when we went to the shop and I saw it, I was like, gotta have that. So I have that, headed to work. I was debating on whether I was gonna do yoga tonight, but I think I'm not gonna like go crazy. I'm gonna do the folate video tonight so I can have that up for you guys. And then I'm still doing more research on CBD. I want to explain it because some of you guys have asked, like, is it marijuana? It's not. And so I want to be like super clear on that. So I'm trying to find like the best explanation of that. Yeah, so that's it. I hope your day is off to a great start and I'll talk to you later. What's up, fam? All right, I made it home. So a couple of things. First, I want to talk to you guys about the folate versus folic acid video. I'm still working on it. I don't think it's going to be ready. Well, no, I don't. I know it's not going to be ready for tomorrow. One, because I want to get your input, and two, because I want it to be thorough. So let me give you kind of quickly, and you see I have needles. I'm going to go over needles with you because yesterday I was talking about sizes and numbers, and when I was editing, I was like, if no one has done IVF, they have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'm going to fix that today. But let me just go over what I plan to cover on the folate versus folic acid video, and then I want you guys to put down below what else you want me to cover in there. And like when I say cover, here are my research materials. The most important thing, which it'll all be in the video, is if your body is not changing folic acid into folate well, it could be disrupting other nutrients and processes, including the production of neurotransmitters, detoxification of estrogen, and production of glutathione, which is like the super antioxidant in our body. It's the powerhouse antioxidant, which we can't take orally because studies have shown glutathione supplements, it doesn't, basically your stomach acid eats it up before it ever gets into your system. So you have to take other things like NAC to help improve your body's glutathione that way. But if you're not getting enough folate, your body's having a hard time producing glutathione. So what difference does that make? It can result in anxiousness, fatigue, brain fog, as well as increased risk of cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's disease, and diabetes. But it also means that you have to proceed carefully when you start taking methylfolate, right? Because all of these processes will be affected. Like once you start taking it, if you haven't had it and then you suddenly have it, your body's gonna be like, what's up? So that will all be in the video, but there's a lot of stuff, and I don't want it to be really long, but I do want it to be useful because I think, especially for us TTC gals, it's important. But knowing what I know now after searching through those and reading and learning about it, everybody needs to know about this. But anyway, so here's what I want to cover. Folate versus folic acid. What are each of them and how are they different? MTHFR, which is methyl tetrahydrate folate. I can't remember what the R is right now, but it's basically how your body processes it. What it is and how it can impact the body's ability to metabolize folic acid. Why folate is important. I gave you a couple of tidbits there. Ways to ingest methylated folate. And does this impact conception and or IVF outcome? So those were kind of my hypotheses. The final four, obviously there's no hypotheses on what it is, but the other ones. And so then I did research to like prove or disprove that, and I want to share that with you guys. But I want to know what questions you guys have about it. And we'll go into like what's the recommended dose and what's the difference. I think that's the main thing. And ways to also get it naturally, so through food consumption, not necessarily pills. You don't always have to have the pills, and like what foods are best. So that's kind of what I want to cover. I want to keep it down to like 20 minutes max. And so let me know what you're interested in, and I'm going to work on that this weekend. I'm also going to be working on my Whole30 plan, which I'm going to start that diet on, or not diet, you're not supposed to call it diet, but the Whole30 plan, I'm going to start it on Sunday. But I have to do like shopping and all that on Saturday and recipes. So anyway, so yesterday I was talking about needles, and I'm going to give myself my injection a little bit later. I have my lidocaine on now, so I'll have to come back. Oh, who was that? So I'm all over the place. Sorry, guys. S.E. Morris 1025, C. Morris 1025 said to get Tegaderm film for the lidocaine to put on there to help numb it. She said she used it. So I looked it up. I ordered it on Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow. Tonight, since I didn't have it, what I did is I put a little bit of wax paper over where I applied the lidocaine, and I'm going to let that sit for an hour. But when the Tetra, whatever I said, gets here tomorrow, I'll put that on. And I think I'll just do Friday, Saturday, Sunday together in one vlog, and then I'll have that for you guys on Monday. So anyway, back to this part. I'll do my injections later. That's where I got sidetracked. The needles have, obviously they come in different sizes, and each size corresponds to a number. And I can see I'm going to have to hold it up closer. And yesterday's video, I was saying the higher the number, the smaller the needle, which is kind of counterintuitive, but I just wanted to explain it more clearly. So this needle here is and they all come in little, at least CVS puts them that way when you get your box, like the sizes, the quantities. So this is my largest needle, and it is a 22 gauge, 1 inch. Wait, is that right? Because I think, no, this is my largest. See? This is my largest needle. It's a 22 gauge, and it's a 1.5 inch needle. It's a 3 milliliter syringe, which is the volume of liquid that it will hold. But the gauge refers to the needle size. And I want to show you guys. And also, if you're not in the US and not doing gauge, it's 0.7 millimeters by 40 millimeters, is it? But it's the largest one. The 1.5 inch or inches is the thickness. So let's see if I can get one of these guys open for you guys, just so I can. I won't take it out because I don't want to de-sterilize it, but I will take it out of the packaging so I can get it on camera. I think I will be doing that. Let me try it. When in doubt, follow those directions, girl. Okay. So that, can you guys see, is the needle size. It might be able better with a white piece of paper. If I do. There is the needle size. It's not great. As I use it, I'll show you, but I'll compare it. So that one is, like I said, the 22 gauge, 1.5 inch is the length. This one is also a 22 gauge, but it's a 1 inch, right? So I'm just gonna show them to you side by side. And whenever you have the meds, it'll tell you. So see this part, this one is the 1 inch, and the needle it goes all the way to here. This is the 1.5, and so it is 1/2 inch longer than the others. Stuff's falling, sorry. So, hopefully you guys, yeah. So those are the largest that I have in my bunch. Let me just put them back in the package. So if you do nothing else, be very mindful of your needles and meds and their labeling. It will save you angst and anxiety later. Okay, so those are the largest. The next size that I have, or the middle size that I have, are a 25 gauge. The 25 gauge is smaller than the 22 gauge. Get it? And this one is 25 gauge and it's 1.5 inches. This one, it's marked as an HCG, but this other one was also marked as an HCG and Minipure. But the Minipure has these lovely Q-caps, which are so much easier than the needle. Okay, so this one is 25 gauge by 1.5 inches. Did I say that? 1.5 inches, yeah, 25 gauge. Or the conversion is 0.5 milliliters by 40 millimeters, millimeters both. I think I said milliliters the first time. 0.5 millimeter by 40 millimeter. So that's what that one looks like. You can see that one a little better, I think. If not, when I'm editing, I'll do an insert and it'll pop up over here somewhere. So that one is 25.5. This one, or 25 and 1.5 inches. This one is, can you guess? 25 and 1 inch. You got it. And you can see them side by side like that. Oh, there. So that's what those guys look like. So the tiniest needle, can we guess if we are going on a pattern? 22, 25. Tiniest one I have is, ding, 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 27. So I have a 27 gauge by 1/2 inch. That's right, 1/2 inch. Which is less than the other ones, right? Because before we had the 1 inch or the 1.5 inch and then the 1 inch, now we have half. So, of course, this is my favorite. This is what I'll be using tonight when I do my Cetrotide. And that's what I was saying yesterday. I opened a new box because I didn't want to reuse a needle. I hadn't brought these with me. So the other ones I'll discard. I also didn't bring my sharps container. So I'll discard those in the sharps container now that I'm home. And I'll pop this on and you guys will be able to see that. So that's the tiniest one. And that's what I'll be using for the Cetrotide when I am doing the second administration of Cetrotide on any of the bottles. So hopefully that makes sense. I should show you. These, I end up with a lot of them. So like this one says, yeah, the 22 gauge 1 inch says for Minipure and HCG. I have a lot of these because like I said, the Minipure, you switch it off and you put on the Q cap, which is over here. And we're not at the Minipure stage. Those will happen next week, but you can see that. And you just kind of suck it in when you do it. I won't talk you to death because it's not going to make sense really till you see it. But the Q cap is for that, so I usually just take this off and I just have collected them here. And then these other ones that I have are from my Gonal F, which it comes with the whole, I think it comes with like, 9 of these in there. But I was using 1/2 pin each time on my last round of IVF, so I ended up with a lot of extra ones because I only needed 2 per pin. If you have a smaller dose, then obviously you need more of those needles because you pop them out at the end. After you take them, you don't reuse the needles, right? So you need a fresh one. So that is that. What else do we have? Oh, I was telling you guys about my new coloring book. So Enchanted Forest, which, if you were around last time, you know I'm a fan of coloring books. We did a lot of adult coloring. I did a lot related to conception. And this one is not related to conception, but it's by Joanna Basford, Enchanted Forest, an Inky Quest and coloring book. So it's got a story. It's cute. Remember in school where you get to say this book belongs to? Yeah, I get to do that. And I get to do all this coloring. So it relaxes me. Yeah. And there's like little puzzles in here. So it says, can you solve the quest of the Enchanted Forest? Inside this book is a wonderfully inky woodland full of curious creatures waiting to be discovered and colored.
Find your way through ferns and flowers, magical trees, houses, and thorny vines to the castle at the heart of the forest. Hidden throughout the book are 9 symbols carved into square tablets. Find the symbols to unlock the castle door at the end of the quest and discover what lies within. Use the Enchanted Forest key at the back of the book to help you keep track of the other things you find along the way.
Doesn't that sound cool? Enchanted Forest. Yeah, so there's a dragon. Yeah, so I'm gonna color all those. It's very relaxing, meditative, and you just kind of like focus on that. And there's different ones. There's some that are not as involved. So depending on, you know, how much time you have and what mood you're in, there's a maze over there. So, and this was only $15 at the Botanical Book, or what is it? The Botanical Garden gift shop. Oh, while I'm talking about Botanical Garden, I want to give a shout out to Aisha Flores. She got a BFP. Congratulations. I hope I'm saying that right. Aisha, A-Y-S-H-A Flores, got her BFP yesterday, and her husband works out at the Botanical Gardens, which is what triggered my memory. That's a cool place to work. I love it out there. It's so gorgeous. Who else? Iris Gonzalez sending you lots of baby dust. You have an RE appointment on 8/31. Sending you baby dust. Hope it all goes well. Hit me up if you have any questions, or leave something in the comments below if you have questions to, you know, you have for us other TTC gals, or if you're not sure what to ask your RE at your first visit, let us know down below. We'll hook you up. And then Texpa One sending you baby dust as well. Another single mom by choice. Hey girl, hey. She got 4 blastocysts from her egg retrieval in July, and or 4 made it to blast. I didn't write out all the numbers, but after her retrieval, 4 of them made it to blast, and now she's pending PGS and PGS results and hoping for a transfer in August. So sending you loads of baby dust. Yeah, that's all I have for the shout outs. I think I'll double check it. But yeah, I'll be back as soon as the lidocaine kicks in a little more. We'll do the shot and we'll call it a night. How are you doing? Anybody else in their 2-week wait, or BFP, or stimming in their follicular phase, or waiting for cervical mucus waiting to ovulate? Let me know down below. I like to keep track, and I will shout you out in the next video. Alright, so it's been about an hour, I think, an hour-ish, that the lidocaine has been on there. So this is, like I said, I put a little patch on there. It's not the patch that was recommended to me. Let me take this off. But it is close, and the other one's coming tomorrow. But so I just had that on with the lidocaine under there. It mostly absorbed. There's a little bit. So I put, it's a baby wipe, and then I obviously have to wipe it down with alcohol. Oh, another shout out to Mrs. 10+1. I love the idea of turquoise, baby turquoise. That's a cute name, you know. I'm partial to blue, robin's egg blue, the Tiffany blue or Tanika blue, and aquamarine and all those. So yes, honey, yes. Okay. So while that dries, I already washed my hands. Hopefully everybody knows that, but just in case, you want your hands clean, you want your stuff on a clean, dry surface. So here's the remainder of the Sectratide, the other half of the dose. Have my sharps out, so I put those old needles in there. I'm taking this off and using my favorite needle. 27 gauge. So when you guys see this, it's Friday. So happy Friday. I hope that you have fun things planned for the weekend. Oh wait. You know what? I just did what I wasn't supposed to do. I have to take it out, the meds out first. So I need the long needle. I did that last time. Got too excited. The last cycle when I was doing it. Okay. Be right back. Ta-da! Here we go. Yeah, I think I did it subconsciously the first time because this needle is so big. I couldn't wait to like get it off because I was like, there's no way I'm injecting myself with that. But then I had the worst trouble getting it off and getting it back on again. So here we go. Whoa, that's the big one. And you need that to go in there and get out the meds. So I realized it just now as soon as I put that other one in there that it wasn't gonna reach. So just suck that into.
Suck is probably not the right medical term, but you know what I mean.
Draw the liquid, the medication into the syringe.
You want to watch it carefully because you don't want to get too much air in there. You can always flick it out, but why make extra work for yourself? Now we switch to the cute little favorite needle. That goes in there. And here we go. I'm gonna swab it. That's the tiniest one. That's the 27. So cute. Okay, here we go. Nice, no burn at all. And I didn't even have to use the teething knife. That was good. No burn at all. Is that the right lid? Nope. Here we go. I don't need to take it off. It's all gonna go in the sharps container. And that is all, folks. Now, I want to hear your comments, questions about the folate versus folic acid. Anybody else have BFP, 2-week wait, waiting to ovulate, waiting for a period? I'll shout you out. I'm rooting for you all, and I think the shout outs are a nice way to let you know we're all connected, we're all in this together, we're all at some point in our journey either waiting to have a period, waiting to ovulate, waiting to take a test. It's all, you know, all part of the journey, right? All right, ladies, I will talk to you. You will see me again on Monday. There'll be another video on Monday. I will see you then. Happy Friday. Bye. Baby does to us all.